I've been testing out and doing research on slushy machines. These things are awesome. Ever since I tried my first Slurpee at 7-Eleven, I knew I had to find a way to do it myself. And finally that day has come. You can use a slushy machine like this to make your own slushy or Slurpee or whatever. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the things that are the same or similar with slushy machines and point out a few differences that are important to you so you know which slushy machine is the best for you. Before I go over the differences, let's talk about how a slushy machine works and what things are kind of the same or universal with all slushy machines. So how this machine works is it has a metal cylinder that gets really cold. It freezes the liquid around it. Then it has spinning plastic so that the liquid is never stationary. It's always moving. That's how you get the slushy. All slushy machines work in this way. All of them have a pour spout so you can pour the slushy out. All of them can be taken apart so that you can clean them. They all have presets in different modes. So if you want to make a slushy out of juice versus soda, or you have a different temperature that you're going for, every slushy machine that I've looked at works in this same basic way. I personally have tried a bunch of different things. Soda works really well. You just pour it in, you're good to go. You can also do sugar drinks. Those work really well. You can do diet drinks or sugar-free drinks, but you do have to add sugar or it's not going to work. You can add 100% fruit juice. Sometimes you might want to add a little extra sugar to it to get it more slushy, or you can lower the temperature. I've even tried making ice cream from cream and sugar and milk, and I've tried making ice cream from a soft serve mix that you can buy. They're all amazing. If you don't have a slushy machine, you should get one. So what are the differences that you need to be aware of? The first thing is with the pour spout. Now there's basically two different styles. There's one that you can kind of pull and the slushy goes down. The second style is kind of a twist style. You twist it and the slushy goes down. You twist it back up to stop. I personally prefer the pull style, but both have their advantages. The advantage of the twist style like this is when the slushy almost runs out and there's very little in the machine, it's going to take a lot longer to get the last bit out. So if you have the twist handle, you can just twist it, put your cup under, and just leave it like that for like 30 seconds or a minute while everything comes out. Then when you're done, you twist it back up. With the pull style, you can't really do that. You just kind of have to hold on to it, or sometimes I'll pump it to try to get every last drop out when it's almost done. To me, the disadvantage of the twist style is, for one, it's not quite as intuitive. I've let a lot of different people use my slushy machine. With the twist style, you kind of have to teach people how to use it. It's not difficult. It's just a bit different. But the main thing for me is after I cleaned it once, I had it in the open position. I forgot about it. I started pouring stuff in to make ice cream. Everything came out because it was left open. With the pull style, you can't leave it open. You have to actively have it pulled. So that's the advantage of the pull style. That's why I personally prefer that style. Honestly, they're both fine. Doesn't make a huge difference. The other difference I've seen with slushy machines is the display. Each slushy machine has different presets. They're more or less the same. Some have more, some have less. For example, the Ninja only has 2. Honestly, I only use 1 or 2 anyway, so that's not super important to me. But aside from the presets, the main difference is some just show text and some show text in a picture. Again, not a significant difference. I personally like looking at the picture. It just makes it a little bit more obvious what is going on. The more important thing is just being able to manually adjust the temperature, which almost every slushy machine does allow you to do. Another difference is some machines have replacement parts that you can purchase and some don't appear to. And by some do, I basically mean the Ninja. It's kind of a name brand. You can go on their website, you can buy replacement parts. That's the only slushy machine I've seen where that's an option. I'm sure other machines have that option. It's just a lot harder to find. You might have to write to the seller to be able to get those parts. The last difference, and the one I think is most important, is how fast the metal cylinder gets cold. Now, this is tricky because if you look at the description on Amazon, each slushy machine more or less says the same thing. Within 15 to 20 minutes, you can have a slushy ready. And that's going to be true across the board because you could just put less stuff in it or turn the temperature down to the lowest speed. They will all work that way. Now, I tried with 2 different machines. I put the same drink in, the same amount, out, the same setting, turned it on, and one of them was much faster than the other. Within about 10 minutes, it was already slushy. Within 20 minutes, it was about as cold as it would ever get. This slushy machine was the Steres. Pretty awesome name. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to test all the other slushy machines without buying them and testing them side by side, but just know that there is going to be some variance with the speeds. If you want the fastest of the ones I've tried, then the Steres is the way to go. And speaking about specific units, I really like the Steres. For one, of the units I've tried, it gets coldest the fastest. It also has a pull tab, which I like. It also shows pictures on the display, and it is also one of the least expensive. The BKPPM is another unit that I have tried and used. I absolutely love it. It is also one of the least expensive. Other than that though, I wouldn't say there's anything special about it. It's just kind of your base unit or base model, very similar to all of the other models I've seen. And the Ninja Slushy machine seems to be the most popular right now. It also seems to be one of the most expensive. And really there's nothing too special about the Ninja other than the brand name and that you can buy the replacement parts, but it works just like all of the other slushy machines. So my suggestion to you is decide if you want the twist handle or the pull handle, and then from there just go with the price. All of these machines alter prices regularly, or some units go on sale, so just look to see if any units are on sale. Look what's a good price. Hopefully this information helped. Thanks for watching.